With that, I'm going to turn it over to our students. Let's give them a big round of applause.
Good morning, everyone. Next Tuesday, February 17th, is the Chinese New Year for 2026.
It's the most important and at 15 days, the longest holiday in China.
What do Chinese people do to prepare for the Chinese New Year?
How do they celebrate?
We prepared a short presentation for you. Please show.
Zhongguo Xinyan, or Chinese New Year, is one of the most important celebrations in Chinese culture. The celebration is also called Chuanjie, Spring Festival, as it occurs during spring in the lunar calendar between the end of January and in the middle of February, around 2 weeks. The celebration is also often called Nongli Xinyan, meaning Lunar New Year. In Chinese mythology, thousands of years ago, a monster named Yan had tormented the villagers from across the land. However, one year the villagers came together using firecrackers and red paper to scare away the monster. That story is why some also call the celebration Godian, meaning to pass the monster Yan and pass the bad luck of the prior year.
Chinese zodiac or Shenxiao is represented by 12 zodiac animals. In order, they are the rat, ox, tiger, rabbit, dragon, snake, horse, goat, monkey, rooster, dog, and pig. Chinese zodiac years change at the start of each year. 2026 is the year of the horse, starting from February 17, 2026 to February 5, 2027. Chinese people believe that a person's life is closely associated with the Chinese zodiac sign, determined by his or her birthday. People who are born in the year of the horse are supposed to be energetic, independent, and freedom-loving individuals who thrive in social situations.
People start preparing for Chinese New Year 3 weeks before it begins. The Chinese believes it helps make the holiday smooth, sweeping away bad luck. Families decorate their homes with red couplets. Words like fu, shun, man are hung up on walls and doors. These all bring spirit to the holidays. Fu is usually hung upside down to welcome prosperity and luck into the home. During preparations, family gather together, go to places like malls to buy new clothes, stock up on food, and get haircuts, stay positive, and clear debts. Plants are often placed around the house for a symbolic meaning, like the bamboo tree, which brings fortune, money tree, which brings wealth, and this all helps light up the house with color, odor, and good fortune. These preparations are important because many believe they bring good luck and help remove bad luck from the past year, bringing a new beginning.
Many people wear red clothes because red symbolizes good luck, happiness, and protection from bad spirits. Women often wear cheap hall, and men often wear top jewelry. New clothes are also worn to represent a fresh start for the new year. Food is a huge part of the celebration. Dumplings are popular because their shape looks like ancient Chinese money and symbolize as well. Fish is often eaten because the Chinese word fish sounds like extra, meaning people hope to have more than enough in the new year. Spring rolls are also eaten for wealth. Noodles for longevity, tong wan eaten for success, sweet rice balls and cakes represent family togetherness and growth. Snacks like candied fruit and sweet seeds are shared to bring sweetness and good fortune. These traditions show how the Chinese New Year focuses on luck, prosperity, and family bonds.
Socializing. Older heads of the family like to give pocket money or yasui chin to the younger kids. Families also like to burn incense to worship their ancestors. Each member of the family would have a bath to wash away the bad luck before the end of the year. And children and adults would change into new clothes, new shoes, and new outfits for the festive period. Another activity is families also watch the fireworks and dragon and lion dances.
蜡烛声中一岁除，春风送暖入屠苏。
千本万口通同日，中华新桃光九府。
With the boom of firecrackers, the year has come to end. The spring breeze is wafting its warm breath to the wild.
While the rising sun shines over every single household, people put new peachwood charms out to replace the old ones.
Yuan He, New Year's Day, is a classic Chinese poem that vividly captures the atmosphere of the Lunar New Year and embodies the theme of renewal, joy, and hope.
The poem depicts traditional customs and the optimistic spirit of ushering in a new beginning. It describes the transition from the old year to the new, emphasizing a fresh start.
Today we have a special guest coming to the stage to perform for us to welcome the new year with joy, hope, and renewal.
Can we get a huge round of applause for them? Thank you. Thank you to our Norwood Chinese students and their families for bringing us a new beginning for 2026.
DJ Yi Xiao Jianghu is a popular upbeat Chinese dance music track that is gaining massive traction on social media.
It represents a trend of high energy, folk influenced EDM remixes popular in Chinese nightlife and on social media. The dance became very popular among young people and required performers to sway their legs back and forth while moving their arms in an exchange manner. Let's take a look.
曾经要恩怨交交一念情，发现直到前那年，不为什么却总张开手一点，饮茶一杯浓烈。
Today we will have our Chinese students here to bring this dance to you. Please enjoy.
hear an even louder round of applause for us.
Today, we are very lucky to have 3 professional Chinese musicians from the Washington Chinese Traditional Orchestra bringing us amazing Chinese music and fill our hearts with more admiration for Chinese culture.
Ying Chen, pipa and Zhongrun musician. Dechen Wang, art musician.
Judy Chen, a former student of Henry Holler's mom. Henry was 2012-2020 Norwood student in both the elementary and middle schools. Judy is a very active parent, and we are very impressed with her wonderful Guzheng performance.
Another special guest is Mr. Cunliffe, who was a Norwood band teacher and fascinated with the Chinese instrument Dizi for 2 decades.
Last but not least is our young musician, Rossi Yuan, who is a current 6th grader and is new to Norwood. Rossi has been fascinated with the harp since she was 4 and has received many awards in China. Besides practicing the harp, she plays piano and loves drawing and reading.
Today they will perform for us.
Woli Hua, jasmine flower.
E.J. May, One Trim of Plum Blossom.
Sai Ma, galloping war horses to gallop with an energetic horse for the 2026 year. Please enjoy.
before, as we're transitioning, our 4th grade team has a very important bus to catch. So we're actually going to pause before our last piece here. We're going to have 4th grade stand up. We're going to dismiss 4th grade and then you're in for a treat. Just hang tight for a quick sec.
Bluetooth disconnected. Bluetooth connected.
That's a different one. My mom is probably not going to let me go. My mom may let me go.
Look, the lion dance is coming again. It will bring us good luck for the new year. Xing 年好，新年快乐。